Us.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this first Saturday of April. So my name's Clarissa. I born and raised in South Dakota, grew up in Sioux Falls on the eastern side of the state, and I actually live on the western side of the state now with my husband. I work full-time at a university. I'm a professional advisor. I work with students all day, every day, and then I teach yoga. I've been teaching for quite a while, practicing since college, so it's been over 15 years for me when I first found this practice, and it is the great joy of my life to bring this practice to as many people as possible and to have the opportunity to share all the goodness that yoga and the entire practice of yoga bring. I'm currently going through an additional 200-hour meditation training, and then I'll be doing a 100-hour sound healing and ceremonial work training this summer, which I'm really excited about. So the next time I'm back, I'm going to try and do some sound healing for you all. I think most of you are on. I'll just give you a heads up. I've got a little doggy in the room with me right now, so if he gets to be a problem, I'll have my dad come down and grab him, but I'm visiting my parents this weekend. So everybody's schedule's a little messed up. So that just being said, we're just gonna go with the flow and we're just gonna do the things that our body needs to do today. And wherever you are, just meet yourself in that space, no judgment, no worries, no stress about anything. Because at the end of the day, this is a practice for mindfulness and then also for balance. And to find balance, we have to learn to deal with the things that are out of our control. I'm going to invite you to start in a seated position. So whatever that means for you, you are welcome to sit in any position that is comfortable and makes you feel just like you can hang out for a few moments this morning. I'll scoot back to my mat. I'm going to sit in a Sukhasana, but if you want to kick your legs out or you want to sit on a block or a blanket or a bolster, anything at all, go ahead and do that. And let's just start with the hands on the tops of the legs or somewhere easy, palms facing upward. And I'm going to invite you to start with a long, deep breath in and a long, deep breath out. And as I had mentioned just a little bit ago, the donation link or place that I chose for today is the pet rescue where we adopted Ollie, the doggy who's hanging out with me today, from. And I want you to just kind of take these first few moments of your practice to think maybe back to a moment in your life when you encountered someone or a creature or something that maybe needed a little bit of your help. And put yourself sort of in the perspective of that person or that animal or that experience. When you knew that you had the ability, the opportunity to help someone. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes this happens with our children. Sometimes this happens with our pets, our parents, our friends, people we don't know or people we do know. And when we do our practice, when we find balance, when we find ease, when we find relaxation, when we tune into these spaces that bring us closer to connecting to our higher selves, we're able to provide those gifts of balance and joy and love and empathy and compassion to people and creatures who maybe need it. So take a long, deep breath in and a long, deep breath out. And wherever you find yourself this moment on this continuum today, on this Saturday, on the first Saturday of April, as we really start to welcome spring and the change, the shift. Take a long inhale, breathing all the way into the belly and filling the belly completely. And on the exhale, release. Do one more long, deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. The next time that you breathe in, go ahead and tuck your chin down to your chest and start to stretch the back of your neck into that cervical spine. And just allow your head to easily roll from one side to the other. And so depending on what you've been doing already this morning, you might have already been out for a walk, or you might have already eaten breakfast. You might have already started your day doing many things. We're going to take this next hour to tune in and tap in to what our body needs right now. Take one more inhale, roll your head, one more exhale, back to the other side. And then inhale the head into a neutral position. And on the inhale, let's reach those arms all the way up toward the sky. Press the palms together and slide those hands straight down through the center line. We're going to do two more. Inhale, big stretch upward. Gather in all the good vibes. And as you exhale, slide those hands straight down through the center line. One more long, deep breath in. Inhale all the way up. Wiggle those fingers, and on the exhale, straight down through the center line. Take your left hand out to the left side of the mat and reach your right arm overhead. And we're gonna flow. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Just a couple of times each side, and it doesn't matter how slow or how fast you go. Looking for some stretch along the side body, that lateral side body, and you might even change how you move your arms or how you move your head or your neck, just looking for as much space in the body. Go ahead, do one more each side, all the way to the left, all the way to the right. And on the inhale, all the way up to the top. Exhale, twist to the right. And again, we're going to flow. Inhale to the top, exhale to the left. Two more. Inhale up, exhale to the right. Inhale to the top, exhale to the left. This time as you inhale, we're going to twist to the right and we're going to hold 3 rounds of breath. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, turn and look back over that right shoulder. Lengthen through the entirety of the spine, and then find that spinal rotation in the middle part of your back. Take a long, deep breath in, a long, deep breath out. On the inhale, reach the arms overhead. On the exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Again, sit up as tall as you can, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, turn and look over that left shoulder and find the rotation in the upper back, in the head, in the neck. Stretching, lengthening, long inhale. Long exhale. Inhale all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, drop those hands down. Kick those legs out in front of you and give them a good little shake out. And then we're going to swing the legs behind us, bringing the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders. And we're just going to start with side to side movement. So looking to the right and looking to the left. And again, it doesn't matter how slow or how fast you go. So if you want to go a little faster because you're feeling a little bit more energized this morning, or if you're still energizing, maybe you go a little bit more slowly and feel the sides of the body from the hips through the spine. And then we'll do some traditional cat-cows. On the inhale, pull the heart space forward, look forward, pull the shoulders back. And on the exhale, round the upper back, bringing the crown of the head down toward the mat, create space. Inhale, sweep forward, look forward. Exhale, round. And as you do these next couple rounds of breath, go ahead, close your eyes, tune into your body. And again, just like you would present compassion and empathy and love for someone in need, could you do the exact same thing for yourself right now and throughout this practice? Checking in with what it is that you need most. Go ahead, do 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Really working through the entirety of the spine here. As you finish the last exhale, we're going to tuck the toes and lift the sitting bones high. Stretch out those legs. Maybe come up way high on those tippy toes. And on the exhale, sink those heels down to the mat. One more time, inhale super high on those tippy toes. Maybe even bend those knees this time. And then as you ground your heels toward the mat, whether or not they touch, nod your head yes, shake it no. Loosen up that cervical spine, the spine that is in the neck space, into the shoulders. And then on the inhale, bring the shoulders forward of the wrists, step those feet toward the space between your thumbs. On the inhale, slide the hands to the shins, little half lift, really just to lengthen out the spine. On the exhale, relax all the way forward, deeply bend those knees, ground through the entire length of the body. And then as you inhale, so slowly, with a little bend in those knees, let those arms hang forward as you roll yourself to standing. Pull the shoulders up past the ears, back and down. Inhale, reach the arms up toward the sky. And on the exhale, slide those hands down through the center line of the body, Tadasana. We're gonna stand here, 5 rounds of breath. Anjali Mudra, thumbs to the sternum bone. Allow the eyes to close if they're not already. And check in with where you are in this moment in time. Not where you've been and not where you plan to be. Where are you right now? How do you feel? Just take note. No judgment attached to anything here. We're just simply giving ourselves a chance to connect with the present moment. Maybe you feel your feet pushing into the mat. Maybe you feel just a little movement of air at the back of your neck. Maybe you feel your fingers spreading wide. Take one more long, deep breath in. And one more long, deep breath out. And on the inhale, keep the eyes closed, but sweep the arms out to the side. Biggest circle you can make. Reach those arms all the way overhead and then turn your gaze, look to your thumbs, open the eyes. On the exhale, slide the hands straight down through the center line. Release those arms again down to Tadasana. We're gonna do a couple of rounds of Surya Namaskara A's. So come to the top of your mat or reposition yourself so your feet are under your hips or maybe just a little bit closer together at the top of the mat. Pull the shoulders up past the ears, back and down. Open the heart, spread the fingers wide. Ground through the soles of the feet and take an inhale and an exhale. On the inhale, this time, reach those arms straight out in front. Press the palms together overhead, maybe just a little mini back bend. On the exhale, draw the hands straight down through the center line of the body as you hinge, fold forward, relax the entire body over the tops of those thighs. On the inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lengthen the heart as you look forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down on either sides of those feet. We're gonna step back to a high plank, and from high plank, we're gonna lower down to our bellies. Untuck the toes here and slide those forearms forward. So you want the elbows underneath the shoulders and those wrists to line up with the elbows. Pull the sternum bone forward. So you lift the chest, press into the tops of the feet for Sphinx. Gaze into a neutral position just to start with. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, bring the chin down to the chest and roll the head from side to side. All the way to the left, through center. All the way to the right, through center. One more time each side, working through the cervical spine and the shoulders. And then bring the head into a neutral position and just let it hang forward. On the next exhale, draw the belly into the front of the spine, press into the forearms and make space in your upper back like you're doing cat pose. And then on the inhale, keep pressing through the forearms as you draw the heart forward for a cow pose. Exhale, round for a cat. Inhale, heart forward for cow. Last one, exhale, round. Inhale, heart forward. This time on the exhale, release the chest down to the mat. Slide the hands next to the shoulders. Squeeze those elbows to the ribs. Tuck the toes. Slide the knees in just an inch or two so you can push the booty toward the sky. And then press yourself up, tabletop position. Sitting bones lift, downward facing dog. We're going to hang out in this down dog for 5 rounds of breath. If you'd rather be in tabletop or child's pose, please make the adjustment. Ground back through the heels in down dog if it's available to you and whether or not they touch the mat. Take a long deep breath in and a long deep breath out. 2 more. Drawing the belly into the front of the spine. Lengthen through the arms. The next time that you breathe in, gaze forward, lift the heels high. On the exhale, bend those knees and step the feet between the thumbs. Slide the hands up to the shin bones. As you inhale, lengthen through the heart, the crown of the head, look forward. As you exhale, relax the entire body down toward the mat, and then little bend those knees as you roll yourself to standing, 1 vertebra at a time. Pull the shoulders up past the ears, back and down. Inhale, sweep the arms again, straight out in front. Press the palms together overhead, maybe a little back bend at the top. And on the exhale, Anjali Mudra, thumbs to heart center. Pause for a moment here, heart open. Take an inhale. And an exhale. We're going to do 2 more. So if in the next 2 you have like a chaturanga to upward facing dog in your practice, you can take it. If you want to lower down to your belly and do Cobra Pose, you can do that as well. I'll try to cue a couple of options so you have some ideas. Bring those feet as close together as you want them at the top of your mat. Push down through all 4 corners of your feet. So before you move the rest of the body, you've got a grounded sense of connection to the earth. The next time that you breathe in, again, reach those arms straight out in front, little back bend at the top if you like. And on the exhale, hinge and fold all the way forward. On the inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lengthen through the crown of the head, look forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, jump or step the feet to a high plank. You can always drop the knees. You can lower through chaturanga, little hover off the mat and flip the feet for up dog or drop the belly down. Keep the hands next to the shoulders and inhale for cobra. Sphinx is always an option. Release down, make your way to down dog, maybe toes tuck, knees in, booty high. Press yourself up, table, and then down dog. Each down dog will hold for 5 breaths here. So if you need tabletop or child's pose, make the adjustment. Feel some space between the shoulder blades. And then strength and length from the underarm to the top of the hip bone. Keep that low belly space, the space closest to the front of the spine, active. Finish the next inhale. Exhale. And then on an inhale, heels high, bend those knees, look forward, step or jump the feet between the thumbs, half lift. As you exhale, drop the chest forward and fold. Little bend those knees as you come to standing, reach the arms up, palms together, maybe again, just a little back bend. Exhale, heart center. We're gonna go right into the second one. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, hinge, fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump the feet to high plank. Maybe this time, if you haven't tried, you tried chaturanga, and then flip the toes for upward facing dog. Cobra or Sphinx are great options. Make your way to downward facing dog. Again, 1 more 5 count breath of hold here. Breathe. Ground through all of the pads of the fingers. Feeling strong in the arms, relax the muscles in the jaw and between the ears and the shoulders, all the muscles down the neck. The next time that you breathe in, heels high, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump the feet between the thumbs, half lift. As you exhale, drop forward, relax. And then pushing through those feet, roll yourself to standing, sweep the arms up, palms together overhead. And exhale, heart center, pause again here for a moment. Check in with yourself, check in with your body. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. If you need to grab a quick drink of water, this is a perfect moment to do that. And then we'll meet back in Samasthiti at the top of the mat. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. So we're going to move into the title of this class is like Warrior Weekend Flow. So we're going to move into a warrior flow. We're going to hold each pose for about 3 to 5 breaths, and then we're going to flow through them a couple of times. So we'll start with the right foot at the top of the mat, and we'll step the left foot back behind us. And we're going to set up like we're going to go right into a warrior 2, but we're actually going to start with a triangle. So if you need or would like a block for your triangle pose, this is a great moment to have your block. So your left foot will be parallel to the small edge of the mat. Pinky toe side of the foot pushes back. Right toes face the top of the mat. And on the inhale, we're going to extend those arms long in either direction. And on the exhale, push the left hip behind you as you reach the right fingers over the right big toe. And then drop the right hand down to the thigh, shin, ankle, or a block. And on the inhale, reach that left arm high. And then before you do anything else here, take your gaze and try and find a comfortable space for your neck. So if it's looking toward your left thumb, that's great. If it's looking straight out in front of you, also good. Or down to the mat is an option as well. And then see if you can extend those left fingers just a little bit higher, like you're reaching for the sky. Lengthen through the crown of your head so you're reaching in 2 dynamic directions, outward and upward. On the exhale, drop your left hand down to your left hip. And then we're going to drop the left hand all the way into a big circle. So it's going to come to the top of the mat, up toward the ceiling and back. Do that one more time. Getting into that left shoulder. And then the next time your left hand is behind you, come up to the top of your shape. On the exhale, bend your right knee. So your right knee comes over the top of the right ankle. The arms lengthen front to back. And we're going to flip the palms of the hands upward this morning. Plug those shoulders into the shoulder sockets and open up through the front of the pectorals. And then just a slight turn so the pinkies reach up a little bit higher than the thumbs to get into that inner line of the arm. And then flip the palms of the hands back down toward the floor. Take your right forearm to the top of your right thigh, or again, feel free to use a block here, right hand to the block. On the inhale, the left arm is going to reach all the way up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, the left hand will come next to the left ear. You can follow with your gaze and look at the palm of your left hand, or your gaze can go underneath your left underarm. Create as much space from the pinky toe side of your left foot through your left fingers as you can find this morning. On the inhale, come back up to warrior 2. On the exhale, left hand, left thigh, reach the right arm up toward the ceiling. And then on the exhale, C-curve the spine, lateral bend. And you're going to bend that right elbow and create just a little bit more space between your shoulder and your ear. And then if you can maintain this space, you're going to extend that right arm overhead. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, pull the bend out of your right knee. We're gonna switch to the other side and do a couple of warrior triangle poses on the other side before we flow. So left foot comes up to meet the right, shake out both sides if you need. And then left foot will be at the top of your mat, right foot will step behind you. So if you want the block handy, it's gonna go inside that left foot. Press the pinky toe side of your right foot to the outer edge of the mat. On the inhale, lengthen the arms. Relax the shoulders, and then on the exhale, right hip pushes toward the back of the mat as the left fingers reach to the top of the mat. Drop the hand down to the thigh, shin, ankle, or maybe to the block. On the inhale, reach the right arm up toward the ceiling. Find a spot for your eyeballs, so a spot for your gaze, your drishti. And then lengthen through your fingers. Lengthen through the crown of your head. So 2 dynamic movements, upward and outward. Plug that right shoulder back into the right shoulder socket. So you're extending through the line of energy of your arm. And then on the exhale, right hand comes down toward that right hip. And then we bring the right hand past the right face. Or you only, I guess, have one face. Reach that right hand behind you. And then bring your hand again past your face. As the right hand reaches to the back of the mat, you're gonna pull yourself up to the top, and on the exhale, bend your left knee, warrior 2. Left knee over the left ankle, so if you need to adjust your stance, maybe widen it a little bit, make that adjustment. And then flip the palms of the hands open toward the ceiling this morning. Opening up that internal line of the arm. And then just a little bit of a tilt. So lift the pinky finger up a little bit higher than the thumb. So you really feel it down through the inner bicep, inner pectoral. And then bring those hands back down to face the floor. Take your right or your left forearm to the top of your left thigh, or feel free to use the block. Inhale, reach the right arm straight up first. So extend through that energy line, and then bring the right hand next to the right ear. So the lateral length is coming from a space where you've got just a little bit more traction. Keep pressing through the pinky toe side of your right foot. Keep your left and right fingers active. Maybe gaze at the palm of your right hand. And then on the inhale, warrior 2. On the exhale, right hand, right thigh, reach the left arm overhead. And then you're gonna bend that left elbow, create some space between your ear and the top of your left shoulder. And then if you can maintain the space, then you can reach that left arm overhead. See curving the spine, lateral bend. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, drop those hands down. Turn your left toes so they're facing the exact same direction as your right toe. So you're facing this wide line of the mat. And then the block can either come down between your toes, or you can set it off to the side. Grab hold of those hip bones, and on the inhale, roll the shoulders up past the ears, back and down. Do that one more time. Notice how much movement happens here when you roll the shoulders, open up the heart. And then take those elbows straight out to the sides as you exhale, press the chest forward. Maybe drop the hands down to the block if you'd like to use the block, or down to the mat. On the inhale, we're gonna lengthen through the crown of the head. Pull the shoulders back as the heart moves forward. Keep your right hand underneath your face or your nose, and on the inhale, reach the left arm high. Take a breath here. Push through the pinky toe sides of both feet. On the exhale, left hand comes down, and on the inhale, the right arm reaches high. On the exhale, right hand comes down, and we're gonna move a couple of times. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. One more each side. Inhale to the left. Exhale, release. Inhale to the right. And exhale and release. Go ahead and bend your knees. and roll yourself to standing, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders up past the ears, back and down. Good. Heel toe your feet into the center line. And then come to the top of your mat. So we'll start with the right foot at the top and the left foot behind, like we did previously. Left foot steps back, nice and wide. So on the exhale, we're going to bend the right knee. And on the inhale, we're going to straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. This time do same movement with the arms. Exhale, take the arms out to the sides as you bend the knee. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Straighten the leg. Good. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, up to the top. Beautiful. Two more. Exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale. This time we're going to hold this shape and we're going to take the right forearm to the right thigh and the left arm overhead. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. As you move the body here, inhaling warrior two, exhaling to the shape. See if you can find a rhythm and a flow so it accompanies your breath. One more each time. So after your next reverse warrior, one more time through side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, drop the hands down, pull the bend out of the right knee and walk your left foot in, maybe an inch or two, so that you can pull the points of the hips forward. If you need to widen your stance, you can just walk your right foot over to the right side of the mat, but make sure those hips are coming to the top of the mat. On the inhale, we're going to reach the arms overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the upper body forward. Inhale, sweep the arms behind, big circle overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms behind, all the way overhead. As you exhale and come forward, this time, as you drop the hands down, feel free to use a block here underneath your left hand, or maybe left hand comes to the right shin or the mat. We're going to do a revolved triangle. So right hand is going to come to the top of the right hip bone first. Go ahead and lengthen through the crown of the head. And on the exhale, turn the upper body to the right. Reach that right arm up toward the sky, or feel free to keep it on your right hip. You're still getting all the benefits of the stretch, even if your right arm isn't extended. Finding that spinal rotation, the stretch in the right hip, outer edge of the glute. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, release the right hand back down to the right hip. Turn the shoulders forward. Push through your left hand, left foot, come up to the top. All right, so we're going to do a little flow with some rotation now. So pick up your left heel. And then as you exhale, bend the right knee. So now you're in a crescent lunge. Reach the arms to the sky. On the exhale, you're going to twist to the right, like we just did in our revolved triangle for a twisted warrior. Inhale to the top. On the exhale, warrior two. So spin the chest open to the left. Beautiful. All right, couple times here. Inhale to the top, crescent. Exhale to the right, twist. Inhale to the top. Exhale, warrior two. Find the rhythm of the movement here as you inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Sort of dialing into each transition as you move to warrior two. One more time. Inhale to the top. Exhale, twist. Inhale to the top. Exhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Release the bend out of the right knee. Step your left foot up to meet your right and shake out both sides. And kick your block over if you're me. All right. Come back to the top of your mat. and also please feel free to grab water anytime you need it. Don't wait for me. Come to the top of your mat when you're ready. We'll do the same sequence on the other side. So we'll start with the left foot at the top and the right foot behind us. Right foot is parallel to the small edge of the mat, and the left toes are going to face the top. We'll just start with the knee bend, maybe hands to the hips. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. This time add the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, overhead. Let's do one more. Exhale, sink into that left hip. Inhale, reach high. This time as you come to warrior two on the exhale, left forearm to the top of the left thigh, right arm overhead. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Find your breath. Exhale, reverse. Find your flow. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Two more each side at your own pace. Finding that full exhalation, that full inhalation. As you finish up, one more, reverse. Come back to warrior two. Exhale, drop the hands down, pull the bend out of the left knee, walk your right foot in an inch or two, and then turn so that you can pull the points of your hips forward. Left hand is going to grab the left hip and on the, oh, sorry, hold on. Forget what I'm doing. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And on the exhale, take the upper body forward. Sweep the arms behind you as you inhale all the way to the top. This can be a little bit of a back bend. On the exhale, press the chest forward. Inhale, sweep high so you're really getting into that left hamstring. Exhale, reach forward. Last one, inhale to the top. This time as you exhale, press the chest forward, drop your hands down. Feel free to use a block. We're going to twist our triangle. So the left hand is going to find the left hip bone. You're going to start by lengthening the crown of the head forward. Ground your right hand into the mat, the block, or the left shin. Turn the torso to the left first. Feel out the stretch along the left side of the body here. And then if you wish, left arm reaches toward the sky. You can also drop the left hand back down to the left hip if you need to. Breathe in. Breathe out. Doing beautifully. One more inhale here. On the exhale, drop the left hand down and then pull yourself up to the top. Lovely. So you're going to pick up your right heel this time. And on the exhale, we're going to bend the left knee. So if you need to widen your stance or make adjustments, do that. We're going to start by reaching the arms up toward the sky. And on the exhale, now we're going to twist to the left for a twisted warrior. Just hold here for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to the top. And on the exhale, warrior two. We're going to do 4 more each side. Inhale to the top. Exhale, twist it out. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. 3 more at your own pace. If you want to go slower or faster than I'm going, you're welcome to follow your breath to warrior two. Inhale to the top. Exhale, twist it out. Find all the subtle movements of the body interesting as you move here. Last one to the top. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. Pause here just for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release those hands. Pull the bend out of the left knee. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Again, grab a little drink of water if you need it. Shake out the left side. Shake out the right side. Beautiful. So we're going to do one more little symmetrical sequence to make up for all the asymmetry we've been doing. And then move down to the mat. So bring those feet as close together as you want them, and maybe just a tiny bit closer than they have been previously. On the inhale, we're gonna reach the arms overhead. And then as you do, you're gonna lock your thumbs, kind of like you're making butterfly wings. And the arms are gonna go up toward the sky. And on the exhale, you're gonna reach those arms past the ears or as far as they are going to go in your body today. Push down through your feet, squeeze your inner thighs, a little back bend, draw the belly in. Inhale to the top of the shape, and on the exhale, dive forward, flare the hips, reach those fingers, reach, reach, reach. Exhale all the way down, relax the head, relax the neck, release the hands. We're gonna hang out in this standing forward fold for just a couple of rounds of breath. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, sink all the way down into this shape. If you'd like to bend those knees or use a block, use anything that's available to you and take 3 more rounds of breath. Just bringing, again, some symmetry, some balance to the spine, the pelvis, the legs, after all those asymmetrical movements. So on either side of the body. Take another inhale here. Another long, deep exhale. On the inhale, generously bend those knees. Roll yourself up to a half lift. On the exhale, plant those hands down, step the feet back, down dog. Again, just a little balance, symmetry for the pelvis. Relax the shoulders, neutral position for the spine. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. And then on the inhale, shoulders roll forward of the wrists. Drop those knees down. Keep the toes tucked here. And then you're going to take your right leg out to the side. So the pinky toe side of your foot comes toward the mat. And on the inhale, heart forward. On the exhale, round. One more. Inhale, heart forward. On the exhale, round. And then you're going to untuck your right or your left toes. Sink your hips back for a child's pose. So if this extension of the right leg is not serving your hips well today, just come in for a regular child's pose. That's perfectly fine. Pick the version that's right for you. We're going to hold 5 rounds of breath. So finding some space along the inner line of that right hip, and then back through hip flexor, left side, relax the shoulders. 2 more rounds of breath. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Take your time, and if you want to stay for an extra breath, you sure can, but slowly make your way up to a tabletop position. You're going to take that extended leg and we're going to kick it straight behind us. Flex the foot. And then we're going to make a couple of circles here. So that right knee is going to come into the right tricep, extend it behind, and then again, in, extend back. One more time. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So draw the knee into the center line first, press it out to this side, and extend it behind you. 2 more. Work through the hip, work through the low back here. Loosen up anything that's been holding tension. And then extend the leg down, move from side to side just a little bit. All right, same sequence on the other side. So we'll take the left leg, extend it out, pinky toe side of the foot comes down. So you get a nice stretch for the inner line of the leg. Inhale, we're gonna do a cow pose. And on the exhale, we're gonna do a cat pose. One more time. Inhale, heart forward, look forward. Exhale, round. And then if your right toes are tucked, go ahead and untuck them. Push the hips back to the right heel. Keep the left leg extended if it's in your body and works for your body today. If not, you can pull it in and take a regular child's pose. Searching maybe for how you feel in this moment. Connect with where you are. Not identifying or worrying about all the many things to come or all the many things that have come, but take a long deep breath in and a long deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, we're going to come up to the top of the shape. You're going to take that left leg, extend it straight back behind you. 3 circles, both directions. Come out to the side first. Draw the leg into the center line. Extend it behind you. 2 more. So the movement is intentional, but also an opportunity to just let loose the movement of the hip. 3 in the opposite direction, knee to the center line. Press it out, extend it back. 2 more. Beautiful, last one. And then bring the left knee down, big toes touch, knees go wide, 5 rounds, just a regular child's pose here. And I'll invite you to either flip the palms of your hands upward or bring the palms of the hands together and ground those upper arm bones down to the mat. Pick the version that's right for you. Relax the shoulders, close the eyes. Where are you now? Draw the belly in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Long deep inhale. And a long deep exhale. Take the next breath in to lift the chest up just enough that you can take the left arm underneath the right and turn. Maybe the side of the head comes to the mat, or maybe the forehead stays closer to the mat. But if it feels okay in your body, see if you can invite a little bit of that spinal rotation, maybe looking underneath your right underarm, maybe reaching the right arm toward the sky, or half binding the right hand to the low back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Let's do another. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the right arm toward the sky if it was half bound. Drop it down to the mat. Push yourself through center. Switch to the other side. Right arm underneath the left. So you can either keep the forehead closer to the mat or come a little bit more to the side of the head so you can rotate the spine. Look underneath the left underarm. Maybe really get into that upper back. If you want, left arm reaches to the sky or half binds behind your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take another. One more. And then if your left arm is half bound, reach it toward the sky. Exhale, drop it down. Push yourself back up. Tabletop position. Swing those legs underneath you or however you want to get through to seated. And then we're going to do just a little spinal movement on our back. So come down to the mat on your back. Slide the heels in as close to your glutes as you can get them. Knees up. Press the palms of the hands down into the mat. And on the inhale, roll the hips high, 1 vertebra at a time. And on the exhale, roll the hips down, 1 vertebra at a time. We're going to do that twice. Inhale all the way up toward the sky. Push the hips high. Exhale, lower down. Last one. On this last one, if you like bridge pose, you want to hang out here for a moment, you could slide a block underneath your sacrum. You could interlace your fingers and walk those shoulder blades a little bit closer together, or you could support your hips with the palms of your hands. Anything else that you want to do. If you have, for example, a full wheel pose or something in your practice, you're welcome to take that. Or if you're doing other back bends in your practice, you can take those. Whatever you do, take 2 more rounds of breath. Relax the shoulders, open up the heart space. And then slowly release all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Pull those knees into the chest, squeeze them in, pull the nose up to the knees. I feel like I spent the whole last year not being able to hug anyone, so give yourself a hug. And if you don't do this on a daily basis, do it. Exhale, release your head down. Take those arms out to the side, either like airplane wings if you have space for it, or goalposts with those elbows bent. Exhale, drop the legs to the right. Inhale through center and exhale over to the left. Inhale through center. This time we're going to hold on the right side, drop the knees. If you want to slide a block or a bolster underneath, you sure can. Allow that low spine a chance to release, restore, renew. We get into the warmer months. It's easy to start doing all the things all at once. So just remember that we've been spending the last winter season and the end of fall in a hibernation state. So go easy with yourself. Take it slow. There's always plenty of time. Slowly bring the knees through center. If you want the blocker bolster on the other side, grab it and take it to the left side as you draw the knees across the body and now over to the left. Take an inhale. Take an exhale here. Drop in just for a moment. Long deep inhale. Long deep exhale. And then you're welcome to stay as long as you like. I'm a fan of like a little bit of symmetry at the end of my practice. So I like to do something like a happy baby, or even just a reclined forward fold, shoulder stand plow. There's something that balances out my spine and my hips at the end of my practice before a little relaxation. So if there's something that sounds good to you, or just a movement that you like, happy baby, you take those peace fingers to your big toes or hands to your ankles, bend those knees and ground the low spine and the pelvis. Maybe flex the feet to the ceiling. Stay there as long as you like. Take as much time as you need in that shape. And then whenever you are feeling ready to drop all the way down for a final relaxation, go ahead and slowly extend those legs, extend those arms, and breathe in and breathe out. And if this is the first time today that you've checked in with your breath since the beginning of our practice, just take a moment here to notice where the breath happens. If it comes into the belly, if it comes into the chest. And then could you allow the breath to just flow easily as you relax? Just here for another moment. Giving yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit this gift of present moment awareness. Take a long inhale. Take a long exhale. And wherever you find yourself for the rest of the day and the weekend and the week ahead, come back to this moment of relaxation whenever you need it. Always available to you are the moments and the gifts that we give ourselves of time and space. Breathe in Breathe out. And then notice the sensation in the fingers and the toes with the next breath in, as if you're re-energizing the body from the outermost edges inward. Draw the energy in, almost like you're bringing it in through a straw, through each pad of the finger, each pad of the toes. And as it moves in through the body, through the veins, it brings with it a beautiful white light. And in that white light is new energy, connectedness, empathy, understanding, patience, and love. All the good vibes and all the gratitude for all the many things, seeping and soaking and permeating the entirety of your physical being. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. And then allow that white light to move the body, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles, extend the arms overhead, or pull the knees into the chest, or any movement that your body wants right now. Coming back into this space, this moment in your body, on your mat, wherever you find yourself in this beautiful Saturday. Maybe you roll over to the left or the right side, pausing just for a moment to wrap yourself in a sensation of gratitude. And then taking your time to make your way to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up as tall as you can, lengthen through the crown of your head. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. On the inhale, taking those arms out to the side, overhead, gathering in all the goodness. On the exhale, slide it straight down, a gift from the universe directly into your body. And I thank you so much for joining me for this practice, for this day, for being present with us, for being present for yourself. The highest light and love within me honors and salutes the highest light and love within each of you. Namaste. Come. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Your dog's adorable.
He's so cute.
He sure is cute. He just likes to make a lot of noise. So thanks for putting up with us. I'll be back to teach a class in October. And in the meantime, please keep joining these Saturday classes. Huge shout out to Kira Grace and their whole team for creating this space for all of us to hang out. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful Saturday.
Thank you so much, Clarissa. Hope to see some
you're
of
welcome.
you next week. Have a great weekend. So nice to see all
everybody.
of you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter.